What's going on, everybody? Tyler and Sean here from Rendered Reality, joined by Gamertag himself, which we were over watching his stream of the Oculus Gaming Showcase. And I don't know, guys, out the gate, I want to know what you think, because I am not as excited as I was going in, man. And I guess I kind of figured that, right? I mean, were we going to get those big announcements that we wanted? It's Oculus, right?
You got Bill Gates in your chat.
Yeah,
that is the Bill Gates too.
Do you know
that? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I was crazy hyped over this thing for real. Like, I was super hyped, but I feel like most of the announcements we either already knew about or came out ahead of time. You know, like with the they should have saved the Resident Evil 4 stuff for this. I feel like, you know what I mean? They should have saved. I mean, we got one game that we didn't really know about, which we'll get into. But what do you think, GT? Were you impressed? Bummed?
I think lofty expectations were happening. You know, there was things like Lone Echo on the Quest, with Lone Echo 2 being released. Well, Lone Echo 2 on PCVR, but then Lone Echo coming out on the Quest. Yeah. Co-op for Walking Dead Saints and Sinners was something I was pretty certain.
We were hoping that too.
We were talking back and forth, Shauna. We're like, yes, we're gonna get it. It's coming, and it's
I really thought that was happening today, and it didn't. I went through like the Oculus YouTube, went through their notes, and it's don't get me wrong, it's amazing for people who love Saints and Sinners.
Great game,
extra
great game.
content.
Oh yeah,
fantastic game, like absolutely fantastic. And one of the things I noticed is you can't access that DLC unless you've completed it. So I was quite surprised. So.
Tricky.
Which, okay, I get. I mean, I guess, you know, it's some kind of achievement. Sure. Okay. I mean, it gives you something, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, it kind of keeps it blocked off from people, whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't.
So what were you most excited about, Tyler? What was your one thing that really got you?
I mean, 1080 snowboarding. I mean, VR 1080 snowboarding, right? I mean, Carve, that's hands down to me. I don't even need to think twice, man. I'm a big snowboarder, so I love snowboarding through and through. You know, we've been playing Skate 2, which Skater VR has been amazing. Hands down, a great experience. Better than I thought it would be, just because, you know, you don't have that board you're actually standing on. I have so much confidence now that this will be awesome. Board grab.
And you can grab the board too, like physically grab the board you bring up, which looks really good. And I mean, as soon as this came on, we were watching this together, and we were video chatting while we were watching it. And he instantly got excited. As soon as he saw this and it said something about 1080 snowboarding, he was like, what? Like, I should have recorded his excitement, because this definitely did get him excited. And this was pretty much the only game announcement that we didn't know anything about, right? I mean, this is the only one that I can think of that I didn't know anything about.
Yep.
So
I agree. Yeah, it was the only one. And somebody in chat too said SSX tricky, and that was what I almost thought too when I saw it.
Yeah.
I love that. That was a great. I think I had that on Dreamcast. Was that on Dreamcast too? I think it was.
I don't even know.
Man, so good though. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, South Memphis in chat.
Oh yeah.
Cheers, mate. Like that's serious, man.
Like
those
2 super chats before we even started.
3 super chats, man.
3 of them. Holy crap,
I think there was 3.
He said I was
320 super chats.
He said
That's
I was at the
incredible,
computer
man.
store. What I missed? He said I'm going with G2 plus Knuckles and base stations. I wait for Quest 3 and PSVR 2. And then he said Deca better be above and beyond the hype. I want more AAA games on the level of Half-Life Alyx, Saints and Sinners. Which I was hoping to see some of that. I mean, I think the big announcement, I think one of the biggest ones is Resident Evil 4, even though we already knew that was coming. But I mean, that is going to be a massive game. And some of us even maybe suspected that we might get a launch right after the show. Like, here's the announcement. It's available now. Possibly, you know, a couple of us talked about Resident Evil 4 being that game. And that didn't happen. But this is still huge for VR as a whole. I mean, this is a massive announcement, even though we knew about this ahead of time. But I mean, this originally debuted on GameCube. You know, I forget how many years ago they said. They said it's the same game, but it's not a traditional port. So they're reworking the whole game to be playable in VR. So that was good to hear, you know, because I don't want just a direct port, you know, where you get some clunky controls and clunky menus and stuff like that. You know, that's no fun. But the fact that they're totally remastering this for VR has me pretty excited. I think this is going to be a massive game. I know GT's been excited for this game. I know he said that if this drops right after the show, he's like, I don't know if I'm going to make the live stream, fellas. He's like, I'm going to be playing this. So I wouldn't have blamed you either.
Yeah. I couldn't have promised it. Yeah. So like back in the day on the GameCube, it was 2005. I imported the game because there was a 6-month delay between it coming out in the UK and in the US.
Oh,
So,
wow.
yeah, man, I fell in love with it straight away. As soon as I saw the reloading mechanic of him with that rifle, Leon with that rifle, I just fell in love with the game. And yeah, it is the most hyped and excitable game for me at the moment. Yeah, I can't wait, dude. I can't wait. The only thing I did let me down a little bit was when she said it like it was a positive, but I found it a bit of a negative. That the cutscenes are going to be still flat, like just flat. I hope they're like. I think it's nice when they're 3D at least.
Yeah,
you know.
I like even if it's not full 3D when they layer it. Like you've seen some of the cutscenes where they kind of layer depth into the cutscene. Even that to me helps a lot, even if it's not full 3D. So hopefully it's at least maybe some of that, because it's still technically 2D, but it's kind of a layer effect that
it would be nice.
Yeah, makes it look like it's in front of the other, which is a kind of a nice way to do it. But I definitely am happy to see that you're able to physically pick up objects. You know, like you're physically able to pick up. They showed the ammo boxes and stuff like that. Like those are the kind of things when you port a game over to VR it is very important. You know, if you're missing those items, it feels very weird. And there's tons of options for movement, which I'm not surprised, but I'm glad that it is going to have free locomotion. It's going to have, you know, the option for teleportation, a bunch of other comfort options, they say, which is what we always say anyways. Like, give us the options. You know, some people suffer from motion sickness, some people don't, but make the options available to play it how you want. So that was good news.
I see in chat too, which that's what I was going to say next, was they told us later this year. Yeah. What game didn't they almost say later this year on?
Yeah.
Every one of them. And I just feel like we should have got some solid releases of games. What we got? Which one is tomorrow? Which one's coming out tomorrow?
Wraith.
Pinball's not tomorrow.
Wraith Oblivion? Is that what
Wraith Afterlife is tomorrow, and Pinball is the 29th, I believe.
Yeah, the 29th.
So we did get those. I don't know. I'm still not too excited, man. I was really hoping for like Assassin's Creed announcement or Splinter Cell. Like, I feel like, why have this showcase if you didn't have some giant announcement?
Do you know why? Do you know why I think they've done the showcase? Is to try and erase what they did with Facebook event. Because not only did they do the Facebook login thing, the next event was a Facebook event, and people were like, "Why the hell are you calling it a Facebook event?" Like, it was just felt like takeover. As this one is an Oculus gaming event, so I feel they're trying to reach back slowly without making it obvious that Oculus is going to be a gaming platform. You know, instead of that corporate feel that I felt from the like when you watch the Facebook event, people in my chat were like, "Dude, when are we gonna look at some games? We're just talking about tech and we're talking about, you know, stuff." And so that's what I thought this was. This was them trying to do that Nintendo Direct, that PlayStation thing of like, no, we are about games and this is what this is about. But
for sure.
I just feel like they should have lined something up huge, like, I guess in my eyes, or some information, or give us a lead on something. I mean, you know, just look how long they've let out games in the past, you know, years at a point. So now what's stopping them? I mean, are they realizing it? You know what I mean? That they shouldn't do that? Or like, what's stopping them?
I was really hoping for some Splinter Cell, Assassin's Creed stuff. That was my big time hope that, you know, that possibly that would happen. And I thought that was going to be the thing to really, you know, shock everybody. You know, like I knew we were gonna get some, you know, DLC announcements and Resident Evil 4 talk. You know, they told us about that, but I was definitely expecting something to kind of, you know, wow us. And not that I wasn't impressed with the stuff that they did announce, because it's all good news. It's all good stuff that they announced. It's just maybe isn't as big as what we.
It is.
Yeah.
Some of it is free.
Yeah,
so.
some of it is free. So I like the pistol whip. I imagine this is free because all of their DLCs have been free. But this is the Smoke and Thunder, which Upload actually put this out accidentally early, so I was able to catch this.
He was all over
early.
that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's private now. Like they must not have meant to do that. I think that was yesterday or something. But this is another one of their like DLC campaign kind of things, and similar to 2089, which was their last DLC. And it almost feels like a little mini movie kind of thing that you play through. And this is obviously, you know, a Wild West look. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually really excited for this. I love Pistol Whip and I love the campaign stuff, so I can't wait to play this.
I agree, man. The campaign stuff's incredible.
Yeah,
it really
is. I'm excited, but as a content creator, and this is boring, I'm fed up with the strikes and the demonetization from the music and then with them, I did actually have a contact to get my stuff whitelisted. And it goes through, and like one video will be whitelisted, another one won't be, and you're just like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, the copyright stuff is rough. Any of the music
on Twitch is a
rhythm.
big deal at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's huge, because how do you promote your own game and let people stream it and share it to the world and grow your audience of clientele? Basically, you can't, because no one's gonna want to stream it.
There needs to be some way, a workaround around that, because I understand, copyright laws and stuff, make sense for creators that create this stuff, and they don't want people just to use it on their own stuff. But I mean, this is when a game does music in the game, they should make sure that somehow they're using music that isn't copyrighted on YouTube or Twitch. I mean, somehow there's got to be a way to do it. But
what I don't get is, like, you're only using the music for the game. It's not like you've taken the music to use it to make other content, and that's when it should be fine. Because what happened on Twitch is you'll play a game, and then people are going to watch your video, and it just be muted. And same on Facebook. As YouTube, just like, hopefully if it's blocked in any country, and believe me, it's so random. I did a painting video of Homer Simpson years ago, and I played a song called, I think it's Albatross, by Fleetwood Mac, randomly. I said a random playlist, and it was blocked in 27 countries.
Oh man, that's crazy.
I was like,
it is an issue for sure.
What the hell?
Yeah. I mean, I like the pistol whip stuff because it's like fitness stuff, and I've been trying to use some VR stuff, for fitness, and that for me, pistol whip is like one of the killer leg workouts. So that's like, I love pistol whip. I know Tyler plays pistol whip pretty often. He'll be like, we'll get on to do a stream, and he's like sweating. He'll be like, oh man, I just got out of pistol whip. I'm like, oh,
so bad.
Come on. Yeah,
I know we talked to the developers too. We're even this game, or before it came out, we told them how awesome a Western thing would be, because I mean, your guns, like, you're in that saloon Western town, like going through, like it would just be so epic, and the different music genre and all of it just broadening the game.
I am curious to see
great.
the music, because a lot of the pistol whip music has kind of been that similar, kind of genre, I would say. So I do hope they start to branch out, maybe some more. I mean, I'm sure it'll be kind of like that techno kind of Western influence on it. But they also talked about a concierge update, which is supposed to be like total customization of the weapons and how you play and stuff like that, which they already have some customizations as far as the weapons and different colors and skins and stuff. So I'm guessing this will be all of that kind of broadened quite a bit more, I'm guessing. So
you'll have all the new guns, revolvers, stuff like that, I'm sure. So
so that'd be cool.
What was another? Let's see. Oh, Warhammer.
Yeah.
Adding co-op, man. I mean, that's pretty serious. I mean, that would.
And sinners.
Well, yeah, right, exactly. But this now would actually draw me into this game. I know there's a lot of diehard people that like the Warhammer stuff and are into it, and it just never really grabbed me. Like, it never did.
I played it some, but it was never like this. The Warhammer Enterprise thing, was nothing that I ever followed before. So for some people, that was a big draw for them, is because they played this game, on the other platforms, and now get to play it in VR. So I think that is really cool. But I mean, the co-op mode, anything. I mean, we always talk about co-op mode being something that we want in like all of these games that come out. So to see that they added this is definitely very exciting. It'll pull me in, I mean, I'm for sure going to want to play this in some co-op, and it is a horde mode. I don't know that there's going to be any other mode other than the horde mode, right? Isn't it a horde mode? Yeah, horde mode co-op.
Yeah, it seems to be a horde mode. I don't know if they actually said that, but I mean, from the trailer and stuff, at least just watching it.
They did say horde
mode. They sent me an email today, and it says they're adding a brand new horde mode called Last Bastion. It says it separately in a separate bullet point, adding multiplayer co-op today, right now. And they're adding 2 new maps. So it actually sounds I don't know, multiplayer co-op. I mean, it could be the whole game. It could be.
I noticed they mentioned something about horde or something on there in the trailer. I can't remember, but I'm not sure if it's not the whole game. If it was the whole game multiplayer, that'd be even better. All this is really recent news that we're trying to process all of this, right as we're learning. So I'm sure there will be more information that comes out, as the week progresses, but it's also going to be cross-buy and cross-play, which is a good bonus too, because if you have friends that don't just have a Quest or something like that, and they have PC VR, on the Oculus Rift platform, you're going to be able to have cross-buy and cross-play. So that's always a good, a nice addition.
And I don't think we mentioned at the beginning of the show, there are some Gleam giveaways down in the description too. The Quest 2, Pistol Whip, trying to think. What else? We had
Star
something else,
Wars,
too.
Tales from the
Oh, yeah.
Galaxy's Edge. Yeah,
That's right. There you
we
go.
put a Pistol Whip in there because we knew we were getting an update, DLC update for that, and then we knew there'd be some Star Wars announcements, so we went ahead and threw in some codes for those. So make sure you sign up. Those are going to end Saturday, so they'll end during the Coffee and VR show, so we can do a drawing on the show and announce the winner. So that'll be pretty cool. Also, talking Star Wars, we also get Star Wars Pinball, which we knew about, but we got some more information and stuff about that. And this one, we already said it's coming April 29th, but it's going to be 8 unique pinball tables and just all kinds of things that, like, you can see that, the
custom rooms.
The Mandalorian, that comes in.
Yeah, the Mandalorian.
Yeah, the custom rooms, I think, is the big, for me, it's the big draw to be able to go into this room. And there's also, like watching this, the cool thing about some of this is that things can happen in this man cave space, they call it. I forget what they called it, but things can happen in here playing pinball that couldn't happen. Yeah, if you had a real pinball table in your space, which is awesome. A lot of people have real pinball tables, but things shooting up out of the table and stuff, things that can only happen in VR, which is really cool.
And the mini games. The mini games look really cool.
Yeah.
So I've said that for how long? I love games where it takes you out of where you're at and puts you in somewhere else, pulls you back out, like to feel like you got dropped in something real quick, do something different, get dropped into a game, pull back out. I love that feeling. I love that.
I was going to say, this really does do that as well. Because one of the things when you play pinball in VR anyway, there's stuff going around the room while you're playing that. I remember playing the Jaws one, and I completely shit myself because a shark comes out the floor at you. You can, and you're like, oh
swallows
my god,
you.
yeah. So that's really cool. So not only is the pinball machine interactive and things are going on, as you've seen, like where you get the games and you go inside the games. There'll be stuff happening around that room, I'm sure of it. The Millennium Falcon will probably fly right around. In Back to the Future, the car flies around behind you.
It's so cool. I mean, it's so cool that they add all that stuff in there. So I think that, I think it's going to be a big, it's already the Star Wars name, so it already has that draw. And just the fact of all the mini games and all the interactive stuff that's in there and the spaces, just being in that space, it's just a cool chill out area. Especially for Star Wars fans, they're going to go nuts over this. It's just so cool.
It's massive. It's huge IP. I was just going through your chat here, Traveling Man. He sort of apologized for something, but I'm going through it. I just want to say, people are just passionate about VR. As long as you're not rude to anyone, there's nothing wrong with that passion.
Oh yeah, for sure.
If you feel that this particular show didn't deliver, then that's cool. I personally, it didn't do anything exciting for me, really. It wasn't, apart. There was a couple of times where I sat up out of my seat because I was like, oh my god, it's Resident Evil 4, and then I was like, oh my god, it's Saints and Sinners. But when the dust settled, it was like, it was good. It wasn't amazing. It didn't. It
didn't quite live up to the hype that I had for it, but it was still all good announcements. It's still good things that are happening. But there are some other things happening that we know are happening in VR, that we know are coming, that we are definitely hungry to get announcements on that we haven't got yet. And so that's for us that all the passionate people, even in chat, that are super passionate and excited about VR. Those are the things that we're really wanting to hear about. Obviously, we are all excited to hear more about Resident Evil 4 and a lot of these other games, but
after the fall as well.
Can we talk about that?
I know that's the one. Yeah, I'm excited about that and the snowboarding. Yeah. Those two, I walked away very excited.
So After the Fall has been one of my most anticipated games for a long time now, since we first got the announcement. I loved Arizona Sunshine and co-op. We've talked about how me and Tyler played that whole game together. This is from the same developers, and it's 4-player co-op. And just look at this trailer. It looks so good. We were talking about the lighting and stuff in there, like those neon lights going up the stairs. Arizona Sunshine was such a good game, and that game was so early. That was out in 2016, and they killed it with that game. That game was awesome for where VR was at, for that game to come out. And this is just, I'm sure they've learned so much from that. They've come out with so many DLCs, and this just has me beyond hyped. Even though we knew this was coming, we already knew, we've seen trailers for this. This is a new trailer though. It just looks so good. I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm laughing at Paradise Decay in chat with the Bungie stuff in Star Wars. But this literally, I get so jacked for this. Because we were playing GTFO on Saturday, right?
Too, yeah. Yep.
And it gives me like that hope. Like this will be native full VR, all the hand controls you could ever dream of, built for VR. It just
an awesome team
extreme.
too.
The game will be awesome. The mechanics will be great. And then we see all this, and it's just, I'm even more excited. So
yeah, this
yeah,
has
I'm
me
super
crazy
stoked
hype.
for this.
And did I hear it right? They said that it was coming to Quest and Rift platforms. This is coming to Quest as well, and I feel like I heard that before, but
Yeah, they said Quest and Rift.
Yeah, I
is
just
what
I
they
wanted
said.
thought, see, someone just wrote that in your chat as well, that it's gaming science teacher. I finally got confirmation that it's coming to Quest.
yeah.
I
they
don't
said
know
it.
whether I knew that already. It wasn't when they said that, I didn't think anything.
Yeah,
I
I
was
can't
like,
remember
"Oh,
if I knew that for sure.
Sean
or
and
not.
I debated too. We're like, does that mean with Link though? But they
No.
always say Quest with
No.
Link whenever they do that.
Yeah,
so
they
I'm
always
like,
make
don't
sure
do
they
that
say
to us
that,
though.
yeah.
When
I
they
just
done the Lone
can't
Echo
believe it,
2,
though.
man. When they done Lone Echo 2 and they went with Link.
Yeah,
Right.
I know.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yep.
bag.
Everybody
know.
was. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, this obviously this trailer is PC VR. It's not Quest footage, but I mean, it looks excellent, and hopefully that's going to have crossplay as well. I don't think they said anything but I have to imagine it is probably going to have crossplay. Hopefully,
Got an email from them as well. Hold on, let's see if we got
Oh, there
it.
you go. Yeah.
yeah,
So for me, Arizona Sunshine, you think what that was designed to run on PC wise, right? The PCs back in 2016, which were your min spec at the time, are basically what we're seeing in a Quest 2 now, right? I mean,
pretty close.
almost. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty darn close if optimized right. So they really probably do know how to push this out to the Quest, which is crazy
Yeah,
to me.
it's coming.
I mean, but
It's coming.
Arizona
Quest.
looks really good on Quest, I think, actually,
Yeah.
especially when they've done that visual update towards. Well, it would have been one of the last updates they did with the DLC, but after the fall is, as you said, coming Quest platform, with the Oculus Quest version scheduled to launch simultaneously with the readily announced PC VR and PlayStation VR versions in summer 2021. After the fall, support cross-platform multiplayer
Oh, there you
between
go.
all platforms.
Nice.
Nice.
That's always good.
gosh, that's awesome.
So I wonder.
Wait,
Four player.
platforms.
Four
So
player. You can have
PlayStation.
one person on a Quest,
Yeah.
one person in PC VR, and one person on
Yeah.
PlayStation.
That's
I
awesome.
wonder,
to see.
and this is, I mean, I guess it's going to be Quest
We
1
need
as
that.
well. I guess Quest 1 as well, which is pretty impressive. I mean, I would think it would be Quest 2.
Think? You
Visual
think this could run
wise,
on Quest 1?
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, really, the only
Man.
thing that we've heard for sure is Resident Evil 4. That is a Quest 2 exclusive. That's not going to be on
I
Quest
know.
1. That's the only thing
It
we know
does
for
say
sure.
Oculus Quest. It doesn't say
Right.
Quest 2. So,
Yeah, so
I
that's-
think they'd be very careful of
That's
that.
pretty
wouldn't they?
impressive. They also mentioned synthwave soundtrack, so probably going to have some pretty good music in this game. Hopefully not copyright issues, but they also talked about iconic 80s tech turned weaponry, so 80s style weapon tech that has been, transformed with tech because it's apocalyptical. So, older weapons, but with
Does
new
this
tech.
not give you the feels of Half-Life Alyx, though? There were
little
clips
bit.
in this that I saw it, and I was like, man, that really looks like a tamed-down version of Half-Life Alyx. Like the hand scanner, stuff like that, opening up, when you put the gun in Half-Life Alyx, it kind of gave me those feels. Not, as much maybe the gameplay, but like the guns
There's
and stuff.
there's a
and
couple
the
little
gameplay.
cues here and there that definitely kind of give me that vibe a little bit, I think. But
Man.
yeah, summer 2021. Still no date, no for sure
play
date,
it.
which I'm dying to get a for sure date because I just want to play this. Summer's not that far away, but summer lasts a little while, so who knows when that's gonna be.
That
You know
usually
what I
means
mean?
end of summer.
Yeah, right.
You know
right.
that. Come
Yeah,
on.
I know. Unfortunately.
Still,
Summer
though,
lasts for a little while, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sadly, it's
but
true.
it looks good. I'm definitely super excited about it. And we did talk about Lone Echo 2. I think pretty much everybody was figuring this was going to be native on the Quest 2, at least, right? I think we all had that because this game was announced a long, long time ago and it still hasn't come out. It was supposed to come out a while back. And so my thought was, they held back because they're porting this to the Quest. This is going to be a Quest title.
Yeah,
And that didn't
exactly.
happen.
That's exactly where I was, man.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. It's got to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be that.
Yeah, I couldn't
I
believe
don't
that.
understand,
Yeah, so it shows the Quest 2 there, but it shows
Two,
the
not-
link cable with the link cable. So it is going to be Rift and Quest with link. So that's a little bit disappointing, but I think this is going to be. Obviously a super impressive game. The first one was super impressive, and this is how many years down the road, and they've been taking how much time to work on this game. So this game is probably going to blow some minds for sure. I have to imagine.
Even now, jump in there and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. I don't know how old it
Fantastic
is. Is it 2017?
Probably around there. Yeah, probably pretty close.
It's insane.
Yeah, I mean it's an awesome game, so I'm definitely excited for this. I do feel bad though for some of the people that only have a Quest or Quest 2 that don't have a PC capable of playing this game, because I think they were probably very excited to play this on their Quest, and now they're gonna have to probably save up for a gaming PC or something like that. And it's probably gonna be worth it because this game is gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it was July of 2017. Yep.
Man, that's crazy.
It was the original.
Yeah, because I remember all these games being excited for them back in 2016.
I know.
M6252, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. He said, I would love to play the Metro games ported to VR. I mean, we talk about there's so many possibilities in games that can be ported. And I'm happy to see that we're getting some of these, though, like Resident Evil 4. I'm happy to see that they're starting to do some of these ports, with Doom and all that other stuff, that hopefully we will see some Metro games eventually.
So my big thing is, we see... Lucasfilms, we see the Star Wars stuff come on board, right, with VR. When are we going to see the Marvel stuff? That's going to be the next big thing. They're going to want to jump into it and put their games in it, right? Yeah. I mean, that's such a huge thing to live those superhero,
What was the one Marvel game on Oculus? What was that called?
They had there was an Iron Man.
Marvel superheroes.
Oculus. It was something like that. But that didn't seem to do that good. But it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't done.
Did you play it?
Yeah, it wasn't done like awesomely. I didn't play a bunch of it, but it just didn't.
Boring.
Yeah,
it was really boring.
It didn't seem to.
They need a real game, like a real game. Like they put some serious money into, some serious effort, and just shock everybody.
Yeah, because I was excited for that one too, but it was kind of a flop.
Would fly, man. Oh,
I'm trying to think that someone said in your chat as you read out about Metro Exodus. There is a game that's made by them in VR, and it's quite an old game, and I can't remember for the life of me what it is. It looks really cool, and it's bugging me now. It's really bugging me. You're gonna have to just give me a minute, I think, because I need to find the game for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
I'm gonna actually look on my Oculus thing, because there is a game. Is it Arctic or something like Arctica?
Arctica 1? No. Was that done by Metro?
Arctica 1?
It might have been, yeah.
Arctica?
I don't know how you pronounce it. Yeah, it might have been. But the bad thing about that game is it was all like node based, so that I mean, but it's an awesome game though at the same time. So.
Yeah, there's no free movement. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Jeez.
Is that the
last super chat again? $20 last super chat. Cheers, man. M6352. Jeez, you guys are insane.
Definitely appreciate it.
All that coffee you can buy, dude.
I know, seriously.
I know. What the heck is going on? Man, I need to have another coffee here, too.
So we talked about Battle Sister, right? We already talked about that. Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
See, I'm getting... all this is so new to me still.
I Expect You to Die, too?
Yeah, we knew about that, too.
We knew.
Yeah, we knew about that, too.
Right.
And really, there was nothing new about that other than later this year. That was really... the only thing they gave us, so not really much there. But I mean, obviously the first game was awesome, so expect good things from the second one as well. And it seems like kind of just a spinoff of kind of similar to the same puzzle kind of thing.
Puzzle game.
Yeah, it's an awesome puzzle game.
Definitely is. Yeah.
So, and I don't think we have a trailer for that one.
Meow meow, the gamer cat. After party.
That's right.
Hell yeah. I should actually be drinking whiskey now.
Cheers. Right?
Yeah, it's like super late. Well, super early in the morning now, probably for you, isn't it, GT? I don't even know.
Yeah. What time is it?
It's 12:30 at night.
Oh, okay.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Also, the Climb 2, which I was surprised a little bit with that, is getting a freestyle expansion mode, which that sounds pretty cool. They're actually talking about rhythm-based climbing, where the nodes kind of like disappear and stuff, which that could be pretty interesting. I feel like that. And that goes live. That's another one that goes live tomorrow. So that goes, part one of that goes live tomorrow on April 22nd, and it's free. Yeah. So
yeah. And 12? It was odd. They said 12 new levels and 60 new levels. I don't know why they kind of said that back to back.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know. It's to me it would be 12 new levels, maybe 60 challenges, but they said 12 and 60, so I'm a little confused about that.
I don't know anything about that. I didn't catch that part.
Someone's just asked about my audio being out of sync. That's just a Skype thing.
Yeah.
It is
normally.
out of sync.
Yeah, sorry.
Yep.
I might be able to
His is coming from across the pond, so it travels a little farther to get to us.
Yeah.
Tea and crumpets.
Right?
What is it? Someone just said something in the chat as well. Where was it? And
VR in chat. Cheers, man.
Where was it? Oh, you just got another donation, man.
Oh, thank you, Susan Cottrell. Didn't say anything with super chat, just a $20 super chat, and thank you so much for that. I really appreciate
Was
that.
Susan one of our latest Patreons?
I think she bought us like 6 coffees last, if I remember right.
Yep.
If I remember right. So,
cheers. And no text. We want to hear from you.
I found a way to fix the sync, and
it'd be hardware acceleration we use just on.
Oh, here it is, latency mode. Yeah. Here we go.
There you go, experimental.
You might okay. It's gonna be better though now. I had that when I was with the Starcade arcade guys. We had those issues, and I figured that out. So that might help.
It's all about Zoom.
Yeah,
I'm telling
that's
you.
what everybody tells us. That's what everybody says. We might have to switch over, but. So what else we have? What else did we get here? Let me look at the notes.
That's what I was going to ask. Who is that Star Wars character that they literally just went on a tangent and went, by the way, Captain...
Yeah, what was his name? Did you write down his name?
Doc Ondar?
Yeah. Who was that?
I don't know.
What the fuck is that? I was like...
Doc Ondar,
They act like it's like some... And I'm sure if you're a super Star Wars junkie, which I'm not...
maybe somebody can explain it in chat.
Encyclopedias, so I'm not sure actually myself.
I'm sure somebody can probably let us know in chat, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that one. And again, that one they said launching later this year. That was another one that was just no date.
That's what I'm saying. What?
Right.
How did that make sense? Like, that was the bit I thought, here we go, episode 2. We're going to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, it should have said
not even a trailer.
Akbar. I'd have been like, hey, it's Akbar's a great person.
But we didn't even see a trailer, right? They only showed that character and a couple like the intro. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
they didn't show much.
Like, no.
I do remember him in the films. I'm pretty sure all you have to do is see him sitting by a table. He didn't do anything.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That one was news to me. That's for sure. I guess we'll have to.
Said alien
PD
from
would know.
bar scene from New Hope, and I was thinking bar scene, but I couldn't place where.
Yeah,
so.
I knew PD would know. I should have said. Seen him.
Yep.
I like Star Wars, but I didn't have a clue. I was just like, don't know.
Well, yeah, I love Star Wars, but I don't know it like that hardcore, man. Like I just
End of saves. He says, huge Star Wars geek here, and I had no idea who he was.
Oh, there you go. So now I don't feel as bad.
Right? I know.
Thank you.
Start doing research.
VR Dynamite said he's from the theme park only. So, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they acted like it was some big character that everyone should know, right?
Yeah,
well,
that's what it seemed
like thousands of people.
You won't believe who we have in the game.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I was just like, why did you tell us that?
Right.
Craziness. Right. So I think the other one that we talked about this, but it comes out tomorrow is Wraith. Yeah, Wraith the Oblivion. Yeah. And GT, you've played this, right?
Yes. I was in the Oculus advert. I'm in the way of the TV. You put me in the way of the TV. Is that all right?
Oh, I don't. That's all right. They can see it. They can see it. It'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Yes, mate.
Your head's not that big. You'll be all right.
It's good. It's good. I really enjoyed it. The detail in the game is fantastic, and the sound works excellent. But regardless, when everyone else checks it out, that's when I'll be checking it out. So
yeah. So is it pretty terrifying?
It can be. Like, there's like these dead frozen people that are like screamers.
Oh, and
if anything happens, the slightest noise, they come at you, and I'm pretty sure it's designed to be so loud that it gives you goosebumps when they come at you. So as I said, that sounds creepy. Pretty good. Yeah, but it's all about, when I played it, I did get the feeling it was going to be more of a narrative game than an action horror game. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it was going to be a lot of story, a lot of involvement. So when I play it, I'm expecting, and other people should, if they're interested in it, is probably give themselves a minute to lend themselves to the story. If you're going in there to stab someone in the head and get chased about, it might not be the game. So we'll have to wait and see.
I mean, Saints and Sinners pace, or even slower yet? I mean, more story.
I would say slower than that.
Yeah, really? Okay.
Yeah. So, as I said, it's narrative, story-based horror in that kind of order. I think.
Yeah,
so
more puzzle.
They're calling it an exploration horror game, is what they called it on the showcase.
I like that. It's
yeah, and they say. Obviously, you play as a Wraith. That's the name of the game. You play as a Wraith, and you solve mysteries behind the Barclay Mansion. So, I mean, even just the fact of being able to explore the mansion sounds pretty cool to me, other than the terrifying part. But
to me, that part looks like oh, now I can't think of it. Come on, my favorite show.
You scared GT away.
No, what's my favorite show? I can't think of it, dude.
I don't know. What is your favorite show?
Yeah, from HBO.
Oh, yeah. Somebody in chat will know. They made a game about it. They made a game about it, and it's a big time
futuristic Western show.
Westworld.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't even think of my favorite.
I knew what you were talking about. I just couldn't think of it.
Off kilt right now.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
Yeah, so that reminds me of like the house scene from Westworld, where you're going into there and you're running from the guy and stuff, and hiding under desk and stuff, and running through doors, and that's super creepy. Again, I highly recommend that.
Oh, you got the Barclay Mansion key.
Sweet.
I've got the key to the mansion. I was just thinking, oh crap, what did I do with that key?
That's awesome.
And someone called Rachel. I don't know who that is.
Oh yeah,
nice.
That's cool.
So, yeah,
that's sweet.
Yeah, that is awesome. So, are you going to be live streaming that tomorrow, GT? Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome. Good stuff.
That
So,
is.
Yeah, you guys, you playing it?
Probably. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow's Thursday. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll probably be playing it. I don't know if I'll be playing it tomorrow, but I do have plans to pick it up. I'm not like, I mean, some people love the horror stuff, and I like it, but it's not like my go-to, and it usually scares the crap out of me. So, like, I mean, but like I always say, VR horror is like the most immersive thing you can do in VR, because when you're scared, your senses, you sometimes kind of forget that things aren't real. When you're playing VR, you constantly like, oh, this isn't real. I'm gonna jump off this building. It's not real. But when you get scared in VR, it definitely makes you forget sometimes. And I've screamed pretty bad sometimes in VR.
If you've ever been one of those people who like, in the dark when you're going upstairs, you turn the light off and you think something's coming up the stairs behind you, you're the sort of person that absolutely craps yourself when you play a VR horror game. That's how I think about it.
If you have to look behind yourself to check, then this isn't for you, bro.
Dude, I'll run up those stairs sometimes. I know there's nothing there for me. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm in my 30s and I'm like, oh.
That's your dog bark outside. Go run.
I'm gonna take JL's advice. He said, "Make sure you play it on the toilet just in case."
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, see, and I'm with Wolf Raza, so that's another thing. If I play a horror game, I feel much better if I have a weapon. So, like, if I have a gun or something like that, even though I know it's just a game and it doesn't make any difference, if I have a way to combat whatever is scary in VR, it makes me feel a lot better. So I do prefer to have a gun, a sword, something like in Saints and Sinners and stuff, like, even though that's not really a horror game, it's a zombie game, but I just feel better if I have a way to protect myself. So VR horror games that I don't have a way, they really terrify me.
I'll always remember, which is why a lot of people want Outlast in VR, true VR, because in that game you just have a camera.
Yeah, see, that would be terrible. That'd be terrible.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah, in VR that'd be awful.
Yeah.
But I'll always remember Resident Evil 7 getting that shotgun. Oh, I felt it changed the game. The feel of the whole game changed for me as soon as I got that shotgun.
Oh yeah, it really does, and it's so weird because it's still just a game. Like, I don't know, but just the fact that you have something to defend yourself just makes me feel so much better. Like, I feel so much safer.
In Arizona Sunshine, how many times did we look over like a shoulder because you heard something growling behind you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just
and
hear
if you don't have a
you
weapon, you're screwed. You run.
If you're out of ammo, like, that's the worst feeling ever too. You got something scary coming at you,
click,
and you go to shoot it and it clicks. Like, that's like, it's the worst feeling ever. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Panic ensues. Yeah, you don't know how to reload. You forget how to reload, how to put your gun away.
Even though you know how to reload, you can't do it because you're like fumbling around. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Oh my gosh,
it's so terrible.
No, honestly though, and I saw everybody in chat was saying Westworld, highly recommend it. If you guys have not played it, please play it. Even if you haven't watched the show, please play it.
It goes on sale
in and out
too.
of horror. Yeah, like $9, $10 on sale.
It's
one of their best. I think it's some of their best work actually.
Yeah. And it's funny because I played that game before watching the show, right? So I didn't even know anything about the show. Played the game, and then I'm like, this is amazing. Like, it's tech, it's like new stuff, it's old Western. I was kind of confused by it a little bit, not after finishing the game, but then I watched the show and I would see scenes in the show and I'm like, I've lived this. Like, I've been in here. Like, I was in their test labs and stuff. And I'm like, I know what these rooms look like. But, watching it, it was the weirdest sensation I think I've ever had with watching a show. Yeah. It was really cool.
We need more of that kind of stuff. We really do. So
episodic stuff. Somebody said something about what was the early episodic game, the first one, Calling of the Starseed or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Call of the Starseed.
That was Cloudhead Games,
chapter
Pistol
1
Whip. That
and
was the
2.
same
Oh,
Pistol
that
Whip
was
people.
so good too. Early stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But that was episodic, and that was really good. I mean,
Yeah,
good stuff.
for sure. All right, so what haven't we covered yet that came out of the showcase?
Let's have a look. So we've done
Play some
Lone Echo,
Resident 4
Resident Evil 4 being an alpha, the random character, Star
Yeah.
Wars Pinball. I Expect You to Die too.
We did talk about that. We didn't. I don't have a trailer for it. I didn't grab that. I don't know if there's a trailer out yet.
So someone said they were surprised it's coming to Rift. Apparently, it was only announced for Quest or something. Is that true? I don't know. I thought.
I don't know.
I'm not sure on that either. I mean, I just kind of figured it would come to Rift and
So did
Quest,
I.
but I guess the
Yeah,
first one
that's
came to Rift
out.
first. The first one was, obviously
Yeah,
out
and
before
you've
Quest
done-
came out.
You've done Carve by 1080.
Yep, that was a long time. Did I show the
Climb
trailer for that
2.
one?
I didn't see the trailer. No.
Yeah,
I didn't see
maybe
you
did
play
right
that.
I think.
started,
Well, I think
yeah,
we were
we
talking
can
about
watch
it. We were excited
watch
because you were so excited about this because this
Oh,
is one
yeah,
of your,
that's
this is the
right.
one you
Dude,
got
I'm
so excited
jacked
about.
this. Yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
really talk about it, but
I don't
I'm
know if we
like,
showed the trailer yet.
I'm super. Yeah, we did, but I'm super jacked about this. Like, I love it, man.
Look, it's
I
cassette
like
tape. It's got cassette tapes in there.
so kind of going in like super hot, maybe. Like
I don't know.
maybe that's how you load it. Or well, who else did that? No, Arizona Sunshine.
Yeah,
did
the VHS
tapes.
That's
Yeah,
true. Yeah.
right. Same kind of principle. The jumps, the height. I love that feeling of height and I
And
mean, look at
speed,
this grinding.
height. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I think this has me even more excited because I've played VR Skater and they
GT,
were,
have you played that? Have you played
I was
VR
just
Skater?
gonna say
Yeah.
that. I was just gonna say
Yeah.
if after playing VR Skater, I'm more excited about this now because I've got an idea that actually those controls can work.
Yeah, that's what because
Oh,
when I
absolutely.
first saw the trailer for VR Skater, I've been excited about it, but I couldn't quite wrap my head around how they were going to make that work. Because skateboarding is all about your feet and your legs, and VR doesn't have any of that technically. So I was really concerned about how they would make that work, but they pulled it off really well. So I think that if they do something similar in this, it'll be interesting to see because we don't know what the controls will be yet, but and this is all downhill mostly too. Probably.
After playing hoverboard, Hub VR board, and being like a snowboarding-esque game, it was great. I love that game. And the feeling of height in that is epic because you can jump stuff like 100 feet in the air if you can do it right, and
I like that
go
kind
off
of stuff.
huge cliffs. And that feeling, now after playing VR for so long, you don't get those like stomach dropout moments anymore, right? You just kind of get used to it. But that game did it for me, and that was the first time in a long time that actually happened. So the speed and the jumps off this, I can't wait. It's just like VR Skater, jumping the gaps and stuff. So sick.
Big Show.
The music, so good.
I'm with him.
Big Show, cheers.
Big
I'm with
Show.
him. He said, hyped for After the Fall. This could be Left 4 Dead in VR. Yeah, I am so hyped for After the Fall.
Yes.
I have been so hyped for that game. And whenever anybody asks me what's my most anticipated game, I'm pretty much sure that's pretty much the one I always say is After the Fall, just because of that 4-player co-op. Arizona
that's
Sunshine
all we play.
devs. Oh,
you and I
so
are
good.
co-op multiplayer shooters 2 or 2. That's all we
It's gonna be
freaking go
so
to.
good. It's gonna be so good. I'm so
Did
hyped for that game.
you like talking about N64 games? Did you know the guys who made Final Assault made Turok?
No.
Huh? Yeah, I don't think I knew that.
Really?
Yeah, if you want to interview some developers, man.
Seriously?
Yeah. So they
one of
done
my all-time
South
favorite
Park
Come
on
on.
N64. So like they were the ones who done the Yellow Snowball multiplayer games and Turok. Yeah, it's Turok series. So check them out. They've got some great stories of how they all got together. So
that'd be cool.
if you ever want to interview some developers, they're good.
And think how current they are. Staying like through the times, all the way back to N64 till now. You know what I mean? That's
I know,
crazy.
man. It's crazy.
That's
So they were Iguana Entertainment.
Huh. That's awesome.
Nice.
And to stay relevant for that many years, you know what I mean? On top of it, that's sick. Yeah.
Gaming science teacher said they need to do Final Fantasy VIII remake for VR, which that would be a franchise that would be massive.
Yeah,
for VR
I
as
don't
well.
think we're going to see anything like that yet. I mean, even PC, that's still crazy hard. I mean, to push that kind of game
the
in
new stuff,
VR then on top of it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean,
person
don't get me
says
wrong.
After the Fall is lined up right now for my game of the year. That's his prediction. So that could be mine as well. Ender says, speaking of N64, GoldenEye map and Pavlov is neat. Which they had we played some GoldenEye maps way back in the day in Pavlov, which was pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
So
They're really good in Half-Life as well.
Oh yeah.
GoldenEye maps.
Austin TS says, I'm really hoping for a Walking Dead co-op update or something that would be really cool. And then we didn't get that. We did talk about that. I think we were all really hoping for that, especially when they started to do the Saints and Sinners announcement. Because even I was telling Tyler at first, like at one point in time in the trailer, it showed like 4 different viewpoints. Different aspects. And I was like, wait a minute, it could be it. It could be it. And it wasn't. They haven't ruled it out. They've said in the past that they've thought about doing that, or maybe something happens in the future, but it's not their focus right now. So yeah, I still hope that happens.
I just think VR needs to be, doesn't it? I mean, what do you think, GT? Because you play a lot of games, GT, right? So you live stream a ton of games, right?
I mean,
if you haven't checked out his channel, right? He plays them all, live streams them. So what do you think VR games need to be multiplayer, or at least better being multiplayer? I mean, obviously a lot of things are better multiplayer, but I think it's different in VR compared to flat, right?
I do too.
Don't you get more out of it?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
I think you can make real relationships in VR that way. You can, I think you retain memories more of meeting people in VR. It feels that way anyway to me.
Agree. Totally agree.
Don't get me wrong. I think there's a place for single player. Mask Maker, so far, is a great single player game. Really enjoying that, and the way you flip from universe to universe. But the game mechanic I don't see used enough is Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Yeah, right.
Where I don't see that enough. It's nice to play a game like you guys said you love doing Arizona together. That's a great game to play together with people.
Awesome.
Yeah,
and it's the only real zombie one that's like that as well at the moment, I believe.
What?
What was the
what's the one we used to play, Sean, that would echo all of those things with Star Trek Bridge Crew?
From Other Suns?
Multiplayer from Other Suns.
That one doesn't get talked about that much anymore. That's an older game, but it was good.
But
I haven't played it. I've got it, but I haven't played it.
Oh, it was good.
If you have a group of friends to play with, like a 2 to 4 people, it's amazing because you really rely on other people to the fact where your ship, you have to leave your ship, go to the other ship, fight people. I mean, you're trying to take over the ship.
You have to
and
repair
your buddy
your
has
ship.
to go, repair it and stuff.
You're getting shot at. I mean, it's an awesome game, and the whole concept is that you're in space and you have to make it back to Earth. And once you do, which is a full game in itself, you can start over with a new ship. You get an upgraded ship,
and
then you can start. It's an awesome game, which I don't feel like gets a lot of exposure now.
It is too.
I mean, that probably came out in 2017 as well. I would imagine somewhere around there.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's an awesome game. I think it's an Oculus exclusive, if I remember right. I think it's just on Oculus Rift platform, but it's
I've
awesome
always
game.
wanted like a tank simulator like Star Trek Bridge Crew.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah,
4 people
cool.
in a tank.
Yeah.
Working together.
That would be cool.
That'd be awesome.
Fucking incredible.
Run out of the tank, grab ammo from other tanks, or run out and get back in,
man.
fucking shot. I know. There could be so many cool things. I really wish we could sit on a board of like game creation and just throw everything at the wall. You know what I mean? See what sticks.
I feel like that's what VR needs. Like, I feel like you need it. Like, the craziest
ideas. Put some money behind that. It's not sticking.
Yeah.
Exactly. Throw more.
Put some more out there.
It's going to work.
But I feel like that's what VR needs in a sense. You know, we need to push the boundaries, try new things. It's a completely new platform. It's a new, everything about it is new. So we're still constantly learning what works and what doesn't work. And I think pushing the boundaries in VR is what I love. I love that.
What was that? There was an old movie where they shrunk. Now this is going to go way back. I'm going to stretch everyone's memory. Where they shrunk a guy and put him into this little like spaceship capsule and injected him into the body.
I think it was called Inner Space.
Was it Inner Space?
I'm pretty sure it was called Inner Space. I
cannot
know
think
this
of
is
the
the
name of it.
development team, but I'm pretty sure.
Oh, how sweet would that be as
endless
a VR
possibilities.
Like,
endless possibilities.
That was a good film, man.
Right? Exactly.
You were just saying something, and I wanted to jump on what you were saying. What was it? It was just in the chat as well.
About multiplayer.
Demio. Yeah, that's a game. Yeah. I think if anyone's looking for that,
soon too.
that team-based stuff, I think that's going to be one people should keep their eyes on. I think it's going to be good.
I just think Fantastic Voyage. What PD just said, was that what it was?
Inner Space. Hold on. Yeah, with Martin Short, Liberty. Yeah.
Yeah,
Inner
Space.
Inner Space.
That's what you're thinking of.
Inner Space.
That's it. That's awesome. That's great.
So Trevor Jones.
I don't even know the name of it.
Trevor Jones just said a super
chat. Navigator. That's a good film.
Too. I don't know if it came through on here yet. He sent a $2 super chat that says VR needs a Dead Space VR. So,
dang!
Just popped through right there. So,
That's what I was going to talk about. Trevor Jones, you're amazing.
He read your mind.
Cosmodread. Have you boys completed Cosmodread?
I have not completed it. No. Nope. I've played it. I've played a decent amount, but I haven't completed it.
What do you think of the whole thing?
I have. I'm going.
Were you? So you must have loved it that much, really?
It's amazing.
It's
an amazing game.
Yeah, it is an awesome game for sure.
It was funny to hear a lot of it was hit or miss. I felt like on a lot of people when it came out.
I don't know. I feel like everybody so far has liked it. I don't know. It was.
I could not stop thinking about it. It was like
that's how you know a good game.
True.
Yeah. Every time I was getting back in there, I was like, I need to get more modules. Like I was always playing it to get the next run better. And then eventually I got the body armor and I got the handbag or the purse. Something like pouch. I know it's called the fanny pack, I guess you guys call it. You know, and other bits. And and then eventually I managed to do it. And I thought it was great. I thought it was really good.
It is a good game. It's a really good game.
And it's cheap.
Yeah.
That's true too, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like the minimum price, I mean, we're up to $20 and $30 now, basically, right? Almost even for Quest stuff, which, you know, that I feel like that ceiling gets higher and higher. Sean and I were kind of talking about that too.
I mean, it seems like right now around it's still like $39 is kind of the high end, but we have seen some PCVR stuff that's been $60 as well. So,
and there is a 24-hour flash sale going on. I think still, right?
Great deals.
I should.
So many good deals on that. Yeah, if you haven't, Oculus is having the 24-hour flash sale on the Quest Store. So many great titles. I mean, from Thrill of the Fight, Real VR Fishing, Rec Room, Top Golf, In Death, Contractors, I Expect You to Die, Until You Fall, Gun Club, Myst, Vacation Simulator, Robo Recall, Creed, Drunken Bar Fight, and Sports Scramble. So many good games. I mean, from like 30% off, 33, 35% off. So excellent deals. And they also have a bundle that comes with a bunch of games too that you can get, but I don't know what the actual price on that because I have most of them already. But yeah, so great games. I think we pretty much covered everything though. I wasn't. It was. You can leave a comment and stuff after the show. Let us know what you were most excited about for this Oculus Gaming Showcase. If you were disappointed, if you were impressed, what your thoughts were. I think overall, we were happy to see some of the announcements, but overall, I think we were all a little bit depressed that we didn't get some of the real big announcements that we were anticipating. And the only game that we found out about that was really something we didn't know about was the snowboarding game, Carve. That was the only one that was an exclusive to that showcase.
Whoa. What about? Hold on. What about the slug guy from Star Wars? That was another thing.
Well, that was huge. That was huge. You're right. I forgot
massive about exclusive.
Where are we going to be without him? I didn't even know my world fell flat without having Doc Ondar in it. I mean,
it's a trap.
Okay, so if you guys had to pick one game out of the whole list, what would you be most excited for?
I already told you. After Fall. I'm so excited. So excited for that game.
Resi 4.
Well, yeah, that's hard too. I mean, how do you not?
No, you can't pick my one. That's not fair.
He just tags on. You're right.
But that one is awesome though too. That one's massive. I mean, if you think about what's going to do more for VR in the long run, it's probably going to be Resident Evil 4, right? I mean, that's going to bring so many people in from the outside. Where After the Fall isn't a name anybody knows, but people that have been in VR for a while, I think they're the ones that are most excited about that. And I am so excited about After the Fall.
Can we get like a real BioShock or something, like a real BioShock game like that? That would be so sick. Have you played the mod for that Half-Life Alyx mod?
Have you played that? It's good. Yeah. It's good.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really good.
Honestly, I'm not really into the mods, and I'm not really into the Vorpexy thing. Do you know what I mean? I like it. People mod a game to make a level look like a game. Like I said, GoldenEye, that's cool. Right. But this had mechanics Half-Life didn't.
Yeah.
There were certain bits in there, and it felt really like I was playing a different game. And I honestly didn't expect it, because the last thing I wanted to do was go BioShock in VR, because I don't really like doing that shit. But I'll tell you what, man, it felt very close.
It was good.
Definitely worth checking out.
It was awesome. It was
definitely awesome. It's like a whole new game. It's like getting to play another chapter of Half-Life Alyx-ish. Its own,
it's like its own game inside of the game. It was awesome. So, Beanzo79 said, disappointed by Echo not being ported. At least give us Echo 1 port. That was another thing I thought they were going to do. I thought they were going to bring Lone Echo 2 to the Quest, and I also thought they were going to bring the first one as well to play on Quest, but that didn't happen.
Zeno said, what about Assassin's Creed? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Why didn't we get some information? Like, at least we're working on this, and give us a clip or what you're doing with it, or give us
a little tease.
Like,
so
come on. Yeah,
I don't know.
Phil Yarn's done a great one. I'd love for your viewers to get involved. He's put In Death Unchained or Swarm. Is Swarm already on sale? Is
I don't
part
think
of the
so.
sale?
No.
Okay, so he's just literally asking about the game. What would you pick?
Oh man, I don't know, because those are two really different games. That's a hard. right now, if I had to pick one up, I would probably grab Swarm because that's the newer game that I'm more into. You know what I mean? And Swarm's an awesome game. I love the feeling that it gives you of that, you know, high speed swinging and stuff. But In Death is an awesome bow game. So, what do you say, GT? I don't know. That's a hard choice.
In Death.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I really like. Do you like Swarm though?
More
I really
depth
like
to it.
Swarm.
Like,
I think Swarm.
No,
is
I really like Swarm, but Swarm hasn't got. For me, it hasn't got that thing where I think about it after I've played it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
I play it. It's
I
like an arcade game, but I don't really think about it a lot.
I guess
In Death, I really enjoyed.
I have a warm place for arcade games because, you know, I get these bursts of like 20 minutes where I can play something, right? And I throw it on. I'm waiting on the wife to get ready to go to dinner or something. Exactly. So that's why I jump into Pistol Whip all the time. Yeah. I throw it on. I can rock out a couple songs. I'm amped up. I'm ready to go out. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. They serve a place for me. But yeah, everyone's different.
I honestly love arcade, mate. I was pretty much raised in an arcade. I love arcades.
Yeah,
me too.
But as I was just saying, like Swarm, I love Swarm. I think the graphics are incredible in the Quest and everything. Yeah. Like I really do enjoy it. But for some reason, if I was to pick between the two, I know which game has got more longevity for me in a way, and that would be In Death.
Yeah. I mean, that's a full like campaign game kind of In Death. You know what I mean? Where Swarm is more. Swarm is more of a arcade. Yeah, kind of a you have. But I mean, they're both good. I mean, they're both good in their own ways.
So I guess for me to pick one game
Carve
is very hard. No, I don't know. I'm torn because I know how much fun we have playing, you know, co-op stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm torn. I think I'm hopeful for Carve until I could try it. I don't think I can say it's probably my top pick.
Probably not. I mean, you can't compare that with Lone Echo 2, Resident Evil 4, After the Fall. Yeah. I mean, obviously it looks like an awesome game, but it's on a different level.
After the Fall, there's proof there, and I know because coming from like Arizona Sunshine, I know it's gonna be good. Like the gameplay, the core mechanics, it's guaranteed. So for me, I probably have to go with that. Though Carve is a close second or almost top.
And I would probably pick Lone Echo 2 if they gave us co-op multiplayer or something in that. Then that would be really high up there, which, I mean, it already is high up there. Lone Echo is an amazing game. So if I could play that in co-op or multiplayer, oh, man, that would be amazing. Yeah. So, but yeah.
I know.
But I think that is pretty much it for this show. We got to save some for Saturday's Coffee VR show. I don't know what we're going to... Hopefully we get some more big news because we got to have something to talk about on Saturday.
the leaks from maybe the old prototypes from the HTC headset.
Yeah, we can talk about some of that.
Right?
I like some of the designs. We'll get into some of that.
The Yeezy.
Yeah, the Yeezy edition.
The Vibe Yeezy.
Exactly. Oh my gosh.
That's so awesome.
Do you know what? I was a bit...
Looks like my buddy's shoes. It's great.
I got them. Yeah, my son's actually bought some Yeezys that look like that. Yeah, I got when I got the pictures, I was probably the first or second person to put them on Twitter, and the only reason I did it is because everyone was like version 28, version 28, version 28, and I thought I'm not going to say when I got the information from. I'm just going to put up 4 pictures.
Yeah.
I put and hashtag and I put HTC Yeezys, blah 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 blah, and it was so interesting just to watch everyone's like that version 28, and then I went, whoa, it's the fucking HD, and it's just wicked. Everyone suddenly wasn't talking about version 28.
Yeah.
Everyone's
sure.
Sometimes it can change quickly. That's for sure. It can definitely.
It was cool. It was cool. It was great. Just to see.
Oh, it definitely can.
Looks a great headset though, but.
No, yeah. I mean, if that's actually what they're gonna do, that'd be awesome. I mean, we've been crying about having modular stuff and with different head straps and everything.
Lightweight.
So that would be epic.
Yeah.
But
we'll get into some
will
more
they?
of that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's right.
I think they confirmed it was nothing. Like it was just
they had prototype stuff and blah blah blah. But whatever. They gotta cover their tracks somehow, right?
Delirium Drew said In Death is the best Quest game on sale, but there's a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Contractors, that's one of my favorite games. Real VR Fishing, I love that game. So many good games.
Real VR Fishing is beautiful.
Awesome
yes,
game.
it is.
Awesome
it is gorgeous.
Game.
You could fool somebody if they woke up and put that on that it wasn't real almost.
I kind of think to myself, like, it'd be so good to see how people would react to certain games. And as you said, that fishing, if you put someone just in the street, like, or sat them down somewhere at a riverbank, and they were like in their little crappy stream, You went, hold on a minute, put this on.
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh my god, it looks so photorealistic. I couldn't believe that when I first saw it on Quest, and it started raining and stuff.
Oh yeah.
If you play that level with it raining with like a ceiling fan on and stuff, when it's kind of cool, like I've had that feeling where I like get the chills. I'm like, oh man, it's like raining, and I'm like, oh wait, it's not really raining, but you feel the breeze, and it's like
spit on me.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Right. Turn the sprinkler on or something.
Wife standing there with a hose.
Yeah,
like,
I don't even realize it. I'm so immersed. I'm like, this feels so real.
Oh yeah, right.
A mini Quest umbrella.
Right? Yeah.
Now we need that athletic waterproof one that Vi's coming out with.
Yeah, right. So. All right. Well, I think we should probably wrap it up. I know it's late for GT and it's getting a little late for us weekday. So, but but let us know in the comments what you thought and what you're excited about. Definitely some good stuff coming up, and hopefully, I mean, I guess we're still having F8 this year, right? We're still going to get some announcements through F8, I believe. And then definitely, I'm sure they're going to hold out some stuff for possibly that and Facebook Connect or Oculus Connect later in the year, whatever you want to call it. But
GT, did you see that game we showed last week on Coffee and VR, the Jet one? I can't think of it off the top of my head now. By EV Interactive. It's coming to Quest, supposedly. The side Quest.
Yes, I did. I did
App
see
Lab. I cannot believe that running on the Quest. That's crazy. A true flight sim? Like that's right. What they're doing on the Quest is ridiculous.
Dawn of Jets. There
you go. Yeah, because as soon as you guys were talking about it, I was looking it up and then I just forgot about it. But
it's just
it looked
crazy
incredible.
Though. I mean,
but
the Quest really is.
After playing Warplanes, I mean, that really impressed me as well.
Yeah.
Yep, I know.
For sure. I did play that this past
even
week.
I feel like steps it up even another notch. Like for somebody who really wants a flight sim, the textures, even on the planes, the reflections, the lighting, the everything on this, and it's not even out yet. These are just trailers we're seeing. You know what I mean? So
is it a Quest or is it App Lab or?
It's going to be App Lab.
Yeah.
On this because it's coming to side Quest, so it's going to probably be App Lab.
Yeah.
So yep.
Cool.
But
Yep. Well, thank you for joining us. I know I see some new faces in here as well in the chat, so we definitely appreciate you having here. And
all the super chats, the coffees. I didn't.
There was one we missed, but I think it was an anonymous one.
2
but
coffees.
thank you.
It was anonymous, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you for that. So but you can hang out with us again on every Saturday morning for Coffee and VR. We do something very similar to this every Saturday morning. And we've been joined by GT a couple times on the show, and I'm sure we will have him on again. And I appreciate him coming on here today. I know we were all pretty excited to get together and talk about this. We were massively hyped before today, and it was a little bit maybe of a letdown, but that's all right. It was still fun.
My hype's changed. My hype's curved to another direction, I guess.
A little bit. Well, we also have ViveCon coming up here pretty soon. Maybe we'll be hyped for that. That might be another disappointment that we might have to swallow, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I want to stroke Sean's beard, but I can't.
I know.
Just lean over the size of it.
It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
Come on, lean over for him. Let him touch it.
Do you condition it? Can I?
I can't talk about my beard maintenance.
Put it on with my fingertips. Oh,
your beard maintenance is private. There you go. Oh, jeez.
That's awesome.
Beard touching is not allowed on this show.
Oh man, I have a whole routine. It takes me about an hour and a half to get ready for the show. I'm just kidding.
It's so cool.
Oh man. Well, thanks again, GT. Thanks for joining us. We will definitely have you on again. And so you're streaming Wraith tomorrow, so make sure to check out. Is that right?
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
Wraith,
I'll be doing it. Thank you. Yeah.
Yep. So make sure to check out that tomorrow on YouTube on his YouTube channel, Gamertag VR. Gonna be awesome. Depending on the time, I might be watching that at work, so you might see me in the chat while I'm at work if I can make
Twitch
it in
and YouTube, right? Twitch and YouTube. You stream it both?
Yes. Yeah, I'll be. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Stuff.
Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thanks.
And we will see you all next time. I don't have any outro because it's just our Coffee and VR outro from last time. So I'm just gonna end
Roll the classic one then. Oh, come on.
You want to roll the classic Coffee and VR? All right, fine.
Sure. Give it to him. I love it, man. I like seeing it.
See you.
Later, guys.
Got into VR in 2016. That was when we first we got the Rift.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, it worked.
There he is. How about
Perfect.
that?
Hey.
We're lucky to be here. I will admit that. My name's Tyler. This is Sean. We're Rendered Reality. And we were definitely up late playing some VR last night.
Yeah.
Goal is bigger.
That's what I was thinking.
It's not always better.
Let's keep it PG, boys.
I mean, right? We don't know like how much
Right,
sound
I
is coming
agree.
out of it.
It's true.
Right.
Is there more sound coming out of it? We don't know.
Yeah.